call me dramatic, I will punch you in your neck. I'm not dramatic. This is just how I'm built.
Hi, I'm Danielle. I do too much. I like hair, talking, cosplay, music, art, and stuff.
It's me! Hello, this is Danielle, your resident weirdo, aka StarPuppy. At this point, I'm just going to start anticipating comments like, girl, I don't recognize you in your thumbnails anymore. I don't know what to expect. You're just the nerd I'm looking for. Sorry, I'm just one step closer to my elven dreams. Come on! I'll be an elf someday. If I can be strong, I know every mile will be worth my while. I could do most anything to be high fantasy. A full out video is coming out on this in a couple of days, but I'm going to leave a link in the description just for now. We were talking about having a dating as an empath video, and I'm still gathering data on that. So don't you worry, it's coming. I'm just going to be extremely well informed. Today this video is educational and also a bit of a rant. Oh yes! My second rant on the channel. As previously stated in many a video, I am an empath, which basically means I'm an extremely sensitive person. And no, it's not a phase. 20 plus years is not a phase. An empath is a person who feels extremely deeply, is very sensitive and intuitive, and is often identified as someone who is capable of taking on other people's emotions because their empathy is just that advanced. That's me. So, today's video is on the pros and cons of being an empath. And so, this will either be informative for you, since you are not an empath, or you're going to do a whole bunch of this with me. Oh, yes, exactly. Here we go. Con, overwhelming. It's, you know that scene in Wizard of Oz where the witch sends all of those flying monkeys after Dorothy? And they just swarm the girl? Every day! Empaths are usually pretty easily overwhelmed. It's just a lot of stimulation out here, lots of sounds and feelings and conflict and drama and confrontation and emotion and just more drama on top of that drama. It's tiring, it's very tiring. Your emotions can feel like a burden on you and your perception of others. I've struggled with this and am still struggling with this. I feel overwhelmingly burdened by my own emotions. It's the worst. I feel burdened by my own feelings, and I feel like other people will feel burdened by my emotions. It makes it very difficult to express yourself because you feel like you are burdening others with your feelings because you feel burdened by your own feelings. But then you tend not to express yourself properly for fear of burdening those around you, and the burden only gets heavier on your shoulders. Vicious cycle. It's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap. Yeah, that's a trap. Express yourself. Your feelings are valid and they deserve to be expressed. Yes, it's a lot easier said than done. I know. This con is my personal anti-favorite, I guess. What's a favorite but bad? Most despised? Anyway, when someone calls me dramatic, I want to punch him in the neck. Which, admittedly, is pretty dramatic. Once someone calls me dramatic, I feel like I can't do anything because then I'll be proving them right. Like, if I cry, I'll prove them right. If I throw a glass of wine in their face, that's pretty dramatic. If I just walk away like this,
when you walk away, you don't hear me say, please.
Like, I hate that. It's like they trap you with this very dismissive, belittling, just a really crappy word. Just don't do that. Like, you have to be my actual friend in order to trigger that in me. Someone who's close to me, someone who knows me in real life. If you call me dramatic, like, you just moved down a friend tier. You don't know who I am, clearly. I'm not dramatic. I feel deeper than you. Accept that and know that your way of moving through the world is not everyone's way of moving through the world. Pisses me off. Yo, things stay with you forever. Oh. Ooh. Being an empath, just like those moments of hurt, those moments of betrayal, those moments of disappointment, like, as an empath, you can just pluck those out of space and time and just look at them, observe them, internalize them, remember them forever. It's terrible. This one might be an individual thing, but I have a really bad memory. That's why my calendar is always nearby, and my calendar looks like this. Yeah. When it comes to emotional memory, like 2020, like, I can remember everything as long as it's tied to an emotional reaction. I can pinpoint it in time. Like, if I focus on an emotion, I can bring up vivid memories from 20 years ago associated with that emotion. It's it's that. Things stay with you when you can't forget stuff like that. It's very difficult to move on. It's very difficult to let go after some time, maybe some counseling, and especially if that person is good at expressing their emotions, especially negative ones. Then I've seen some empaths in my life be able to move on from traumatic events, hurt, disappointment, things like that, with some success. But letting go is so, it is so difficult. It's one of my greatest challenges in life, that's for sure. Ooh. Yeah. I've only ever been me, so I can't speak to anyone else's truth. But for me, after dozens of conversations, hours of dissecting it with non-empathic friends, empathic friends, narcissistic friends, I would equate the pain I feel when I feel pain to excruciating to the point where I am physically hurt. Like, there are physical ramifications to me just living, experiencing things. Like, I'm not dramatic. This is just how I'm built. I think I could, again, I don't know, I've only ever been me. I think after a few days, possibly a few weeks, depending on what happened, the initial, like, it fades from the initial pain to, like, this dull, aching, like, burning sensation, like, in my heart. And I think that's what most people initially feel. I don't want anyone to see how intense my own emotions are. Who am I being dramatic for? Who is that even for? Tears gang? I cry so easy. I always just considered myself a crybaby and that it was maybe a phase. But then I turned 18 and I was like, shouldn't I be done with this phase by now? Now, this is kind of like a pro-ish con, but, like, empaths can't have crappy friends. Like, you can't have just degular friends. It's cheesy time, but my friends are very important to me. And to me, what friendship is entrusting someone else with a piece of your heart. And I've trusted some of the wrong people with my heart. Not everyone deserves your heart, babe. So I can't have crappy friends, because they'll hurt me. When was the last time you had a friend break up? It's worse than a breakup. It's like, I don't want to be your friend anymore. Like, it's so playground, which is like some of the most hurtful stuff. We're in our 20s. I don't want to be your friend anymore because you hurt my feelings. But seriously, I don't want to be your friend anymore because you hurt my feelings too much and you just don't regard my feelings. And I'm not going to ask you to change, but I'm not going to subject myself to pain that I feel completely undeserving of. So we're not friends. That's a hard conversation to have. Children, I am gonna make a whole separate 40-minute video rant diary in like 2 years about this whole situation that happened last year and is still happening right now. In short, a narcissist or a sociopath can end you. They are an empath's exact kryptonite, an exact Achilles heel, an exact poison. It's almost as if they were designed to destroy you. Oh man. The damage they can do is incredible. It's actually like awe-inspiring. I think for a less emotional person, having a narcissist as a friend or, God forbid, a lover, can really scar you. For an empath, yo, that can make you lock up your heart for like years. And maybe never let it fully back out. A narcissist can like shut you down. Trust me, I know. And on that note, let's get into the cons. Oh, the pros. Freudian slip. If you're an empath, you're probably pretty bummed right now. So let's get into the pros. Empaths are the most genuine people on the planet. Straight up. Being empathic means you are often very compassionate because you care and you can sense other people's feelings and they affect you on such a physiological level that you really care about the people around you. You're a very genuine friend, you're a very genuine partner, and people trust you because you care. And do you know how hard it is to find someone who really cares about you? Do you know how hard that is? You're really special for that. This is a little more of a personal note, but being an empath is super, super useful for being an actor. The best kind of acting is when you aren't acting, when you're actually feeling what this character is feeling. And that's pretty easy for me. As an empath, it's pretty easy to make friends just because you're so genuine and like people can sense that in you. It's very attractive, you know. Watch out. Empaths make incredible partners and lovers because, again, we care a lot, sometimes to our own detriment. So incredibly giving, so giving, too giving, but better than stingy? Empaths are also fighters in the relationship because once you're invested in someone, you really want to make it work. That's a really good quality to have. That's called emotional tenacity in my book. Again, it's a double-edged sword. Some people aren't worth fighting for. But the fact that you want to fight for everyone is a really rare and sweet quality. So don't be mad at it, just be more discerning with it. Empaths are often overwhelmed by emotion because we feel so frequently and deeply, but I mean, that applies to positive emotion too. It is pretty fun to feel like rapturous joy at a puppy video. It's amazing. Every dog I see fills me with unyielding joy. Like childlike glee, delight, like full body tingles. I'm delighted to see that dog. And that's pretty cool. It means that I get to be childlike happy for the rest of my life about many things. And I'll take that. I'll take it. And lastly, it's you. It's how you were made. It was intentional. You're supposed to be like this. I know I've said that I would trade my empathic nature in for sociopathy at the drop of a hat. And some days it be like that. But at the end of the day, this is how I was made. This is who I am. And I was supposed to be like this. This isn't a mistake. God doesn't make mistakes. So I'm grateful for it. This is who I'm supposed to be. And those are the pros and cons of being an empath. Please share this with an empath or a sociopath or a narcissist and punch him in the neck for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please throw it a like. Follow me on Instagram to see me in between all the weirdness. Subscribe and smash that bell for notifications so you're always early to the weirdness. I upload on Tuesdays and Saturdays, and I'll see you in the next one. Say it with me now. This is Danielle, your resident weirdo, signing out. StarPuppy, away!
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed the video.